In this video, I'm going to show you 4 games played by a 100 rated chess player. The first game is against someone just like him, the second is against an intermediate player, the third one is against a grandmaster, and the final game, the chess god himself. We will see how many moves every player will take to defeat this 100 rated chess player, except this first game. White opened the game with pawn to d4. Then black plays pawn to d5. White pushes e2 pawn so that it can protect its d4 pawn. Black goes for same idea. Then bishop e2. At this point you will be thinking that both players are playing very good. They are developing their pawns on the center, developing their minor pieces so they can castle. But then black plays pawn to b5. He just pushed his pawn to an unprotected square. White saw it and then captured and gives check. Black plays bishop to d7, blocking the check. Here white plays a very good move. I like that move. Instead of directly taking and making their knight develop, he pushed his a2 pawn. Now if black captured it, then pawn will capture it back and this will activate the rook. Takes and the a1 rook is now activated. Again black plays the same move just like before, pawn to g5. Maybe he was thinking for developing this bishop so that it can attack on this square. Anyway, white plays queen to d2. And then white pushes his queen to c3 square. Now if any 100 rated chess player is watching this video, I want to say something. A value of pawn and these pieces are not equal. You might be thinking why I am telling this. Because white plays knight to c4. Idea was if black takes, then it will take it back with the queen and the position will be equal. Takes and then rook b8, attacking this pawn. Pawn to e4. Then black noticed his a7 pawn is unprotected and he played rook to b7. Now here I am giving you a few seconds to think. What is the white's next move? It's rook to a7. He just did another piece just like knight. See. Then pawn to d5, takes. Here just like white, black also don't know the value of pieces. He also traded his knight with pawn. Queen takes, pawn to f5, queen takes. And then we have rook to g8. Then white played bishop to g5, attacking this queen. But white don't know that this rook can attack this bishop. That's why black plays rook, no, queen to c8. It's very common for new chess players to focus only on the piece that's being attacked, without realizing they can often capture the attacking piece instead. Anyway, then white plays bishop to f4, putting pressure on this pawn. Then pawn to h6. Then white develop his knight, pawn to c5, and then come the greatest chess move. Just think for a few seconds. White plays queen to g4. Maybe he didn't notice that this pawn is protected by this rook. Takes, and white give up his bishop also. In this position, black can directly take this bishop, right? But no. Black plays rook to h4, double attacking this bishop. Bishop comes back, takes. Black plays rook a3. Do you think pawn will capture this? No. He plays knight to e6, attacking this pawn. Then black plays rook a5, attacking on this pawn. White does equal trade. And finally, white plays a very good move here. That move is pawn to b4, attacking this knight and this rook. Takes and takes. Pawn to f4. At this point, you can clearly see black is winning. But in the couple of moves later, you will see white change this position into a draw. Rook takes. Rook comes here for protection and then we have to play first. Rook f3, rook c1 check, king d2, queen d8 check. Forgot that this rook has no protection. White notice and takes, queen c8 check again. And couples of moves later, white plays pawn to h6. This bishop is protected by this queen. And queen captures h6 pawn. White captures. And then after some moves later, here comes the cool part. Queen takes. Instead of defending this rook, white plays king to j5. Queen takes. Check again. King here and here. Attacking on this pawn. Queen c7 so that this can block this pawn come here. Pawn to f7 check. King d8. Pawn becomes queen and check. King d7. Check again. King d6. Queen captures queen. King captures queen and this is a draw. White start the game with pawn to e4. Black plays pawn to d5. White don't capture this pawn. Instead he pushes Black develops his knight on h6 square because it can't develop on this square. Then white plays queen to d4, supporting this pawn and attacking on this knight as well. Knight f5, putting pressure on this pawn, and white develops his knight. Black plays pawn to e6 so that it can develop his bishop and give check. White develops his bishop, bishop b4 check, pawn to c3. And here black plays first blunder bishop to d6, and the opponent is intermediate player, so he suddenly noticed this move and plays pawn to d6, queen takes, castle, and then knight to c6 out. White plays pawn to b3, so that bishop come here, attack on this queen and block the king from castle. Black makes his second blunder, knight to d4, takes, pawn to b5. White can capture this pawn with bishop, but instead he goes for knight to c3, so that you can go here and attack here. Black plays rook b8, supporting this pawn. White simply captures, and black plays queen to b4, putting double attack on this knight. Knight capture pawn and gives check, king e7. In this position, queen and king are in same diagonal, so it can be attacked by this bishop. But white cannot simply put this bishop here, because this bishop is not protected by any piece, so why black can capture this bishop easily. That's why white plays pawn to a4. Now white can easily play bishop to a3 and protected by this rook. For 100 players, seeing this thing is very difficult. So he played rook to d8, bishop a3, queen comes back instead of capturing, bishop takes, king takes, knight to b5 check, and then white develops his queen, bishop a6, putting double pressure on this knight. But this thing won't do too much because this is already protected by these two pieces. So white plays queen to d7, rook to c8, queen f7 and check, king c6, knight a7 check, king b6, and after a couple moves later, it's end up in a checkmate. An intermediate player defeated 100 player in 29 moves. Whites open up the game with pawn to e4, knight to f6, white plays queen e2 supporting this pawn, knight to f3 attacking on this pawn, knight to c6, white develops his second knight, grandmaster player develops his bishop. Here white didn't notice that this pawn is protected by this knight and he captured. Black captured back and he played knight to d5, takes, and black castle. Here this 100 players think this is a free knight and captured it. Black plays rook to e8, pinning this queen, takes, bishop e2. Black plays queen e4 attacking on this pawn, white castle. This bishop is unprotected, so white takes, white pushes pawn, black also pushes pawn so that it can develop the bishop and attack on this rook, rook e1, queen f2 check, king h2 and checkmate. Grandmaster defeated him in 14 moves only. White started the game with pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to f3, pawn to d6, knight to d4, takes, and then pawn to d5. Pawn captures and then knight to f6, bishop f5 check, king e7, king d6, king d5, king e6, king d6 and checkmate. Stockfish defeated him in only 11 moves. Thanks for watching.